Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new epic Doctor Who related video for today, as of course it is now on to part 9 of my Doctor Who DVD dissertation series. I've gone through seasons 1 down to seasons 9, so go and check them out if you want to. As you can tell, I have kind of changed the background of my shelf because I've put my Star Trek collection up there, because I have got a special unboxing video coming on later today. So if you're looking forward to, if you want to stay tuned for that one, I hope you all stay tuned, because I'm quite looking forward to doing this unboxing video on some Star Trek related. So I'm quite looking forward to doing that one, because this is a brand new thing and I've only just got it because it's gone down in price from being very, very expensive. So I'm kind of glad I got it, and I just kind of want to do an unboxing video on it. So anyway, back to this Doctor Who DVD dissertation video, and of course we are now on to part 9, aka season 10, Jon Pertwee's 4th season as the 3rd iconic Doctor. Now, the one thing I can say about season 10, it is my favourite Pertwee season. Yes, it is absolutely my favourite Pertwee season. I absolutely do adore it. I think it's absolutely fantastic and absolutely amazing, and basically just pure geniusly. I just think it's a fantastic season. It does have one story that is basically kind of a dud, but it's not bad. It's actually got some good moments. I actually prefer the original CGI effects that basically, it is basically Planet of the Daleks, but I'll talk about that when I get to the Blu-ray of that season, of the season. So, are you sitting comfortably? So let's dive into Doctor Who Season 10 DVD dissertation. So, Season 10, just for 5 stories. There is quite a few DVDs for this. So, I'm going to dive into each of the DVDs. So, back in 2003, believe it or not, so the first story of the season was released onto DVD. And of course, it is no other than the most popular, very first ever multi-Doctor story. It is The Three Doctors, and this is the original DVD version of the story, because you will find out why later on. I absolutely do love The Three Doctors. I love that the fact we managed to get William Hartnell back in, because after this story was transmitted, he unfortunately died 2 years after. So I do love The Three Doctors. I love the original version, which I have got, and I just absolutely think it's an iconic story. And back in 2012, sorry, it was re-released again on DVD, but this time in Doctor Who The Visitations 3 box set, with other stories from basically seasons 5 and 14. And the story itself is called Doctor Who The Three Doctors Special Edition. So I do have both versions on DVD of the story. I just absolutely love The Three Doctors. It is my favourite. If I was going to say what's my favourite cover, it's got to be the special edition, but I do wish they kind of kept the purple background of this one. But you can also have like all that lot on the cover with Omega, the Jelly Blobs and Hartnell in the triangle. I really think that would have looked so better with the purple. But I do quite enjoy season 10, and The Three Doctors is one of my favourite stories of that season. So the next story that was released on DVD came out in 2002. So a year before The Three Doctors, this story was released, and it's the second story of the season. It is Carnival of Monsters. Now, this is the original DVD version, and I absolutely do love having both versions, like the original and the special edition, in my Doctor Who collection. So what can I say about about Carnival of Monsters? Well, I really do like the fact how the TARDIS materialises into a kind of a telescope, but that was actually forbidden by the Time Lords, and one basically survived. And of course, we meet one of my favourite monsters, the Doctor Who, aka the Drassics. I do kind of want them to return. I think the Doctor could face against the Drassics again at some point, because I do like the way how they like scream and they come crushing up through the mud, and then when they go back through the actual base of the transmitter, then they go back into the boat thing because they've got humans trapped, and when the Drassics follow them, I think that's an absolutely cracking idea. And then of course in 2011, Visitations 2 was released, with one story from season 6 and one story from season 21, which you will see later on. You've probably seen the other ones. And it was released in Doctor Who, the special edition, in the box set, along with those other 2 stories. My favourite cover, absolutely my favourite cover of the story, and I just genuinely love it. I just really do love it. Then, of course, the next two stories came in one box set back in 2009. And it was basically called Dalek War, with Frontier in Space and Planet of the Daleks. So 2 stories of season 10 in one little box set. How neat is that? So back in 2009, we had the opening story, the second story, and the third and fourth story onto DVD. My favourite story out of this box set has got to be Frontier in Space, because I remember having it on VHS growing up, and I recently, back in the early 2020s, I actually managed to get it back on VHS, which is one of my favourite things about the VHS range, because I love it, because I love the Delaware theme. Unfortunately, it's not on the actual DVD releases. It's on a special feature in Colourful of Monsters, but it's not actually in the Part 5. They actually use the original Pertwee theme, but I think on the VHS they actually do use the Delaware theme, because I love listening to the Delaware theme. It was my first introduction to the Delaware theme, and then when I got the DVD of it, I was very, very disappointed, and I'm disappointed it never got back put onto the Blu-ray, but the music's there, because it actually got put onto the first disc to make like a music video for it, which is one of the things I do love, because I do love the Delaware theme. It's one of my favourite Doctor Who themes, and I know it was used in Australia's broadcast but not over here in the UK, but I kind of wish we had the Delaware theme, because it does help make this season a bit more iconic, having a new different version of the Doctor Who theme before they basically changed it to go back to the Delaware theme. But yeah, so yeah, Dalek War box set. My favourite story is definitely Frontier in Space. I really do love it. And then, of course, in 2004, so 1 year after The Three Doctors was released, we had the final story of the season, aka The Green Death, with the original DVD version. The Green Death, I can't say how much I absolutely love this story, because I think it's amazing, I think it's fantastic, and I really love the giant maggots in it. Normally, some people go really squeamish when they see giant maggots, like, ooh, because I did remember taking this into college at one point, and I remember watching it, and then it kind of freaked out people behind me, because they saw me watching these giant maggots come out of the mines. Yeah, that's a good way to terrorize your friends and stuff. So yeah, I really do love The Green Death. And then back in, so really in 2009, the DVD range was basically complete for season 10, with the original release of The Three Doctors, the original release of Connor for the Monsters, the fantastic DVD box set called Dalek War, and The Green Death, which is absolutely brilliant to think about it. And then, of course, in 2011, 2012, we had the special editions. But that's not all of the DVDs, because also in 2013, we had another DVD release, but this time it was for The Green Death in the special edition release. Yes, for 2013, in Doctor Who's 50th anniversary, we had a special edition release of The Green Death, bringing it up from basically having 5 DVDs down to 9 DVDs for one entire season, with 3 special editions and 5 normal DVDs, which makes season 10 kind of unique to have basically this many DVDs for the Pertwee era, because out of all the Pertwee era I've got so far, this is the one season that's basically got 9 DVDs for it for Pertwee, where seasons 9's only got 5 DVDs, where season 8's only got basically 6 DVDs, because The Claws of Axos was released twice. Season 7 only has basically 6 DVDs released for that season, because we had the original release of Spared from Space, we had the special edition, then of course we had the Silurians, and then 2 copies of Inferno, one original from 2005 and the other one from 2013, as well as this story was released. And you probably think that is it for season 10. Well, no, because back in 2019, it was released in Doctor Who The Collection range. Yes, and of course you have all 9 copies of Doctor Who DVD put into one Blu-ray box set, which is why I really love the Blu-ray sets, because it really does help condense space down. Which is why I kind of put all my DVDs and Blu-rays back together, because when each season comes out, it does kind of make condensed spaces, and I'm quite looking forward to see what it's going to be like after the next 14 releases. Season 10, yes, it is my favourite Pertwee season. I just absolutely adore it. My favourite story of the season has got to go to The Three Doctors, because I just absolutely adore The Three Doctors. it was my second ever piece of multi-Doctor media I ever saw, because the very first one I actually ever watched with my dad was, of course, The Five Doctors. So The Five Doctors was my very first introduction to multi-Doctor stories. Then, of course, it was the Three Doctors and then the Two Doctors. And that's basically it for the multi-Doctor stories, because really we only have 3 multi-Doctor stories in Classic Who. Now, you're going to see the other ones when I get down to seasons 20 and 22. So, yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think of season 10? Are you amazed that we have basically 9 DVDs of the entire season, making it the most season to have on DVD for Jon Pertwee, considering that it is basically 5 stories, but we've had 9 DVD releases for it, and of course 1 Blu-ray release. Well, you could say 2, because it was re-released in a standard edition, which is still available at H3 and stuff. So you can say we kind of had, what, 11 releases for this season, with 9 of them being on DVD, 2 of them being on Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please do like, subscribe, and share. And remember, I do have an unboxing video coming out later on, so hopefully you will enjoy it. So thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and join for more awesome Doctor Who content.